been standing in one place speaking or spoken clearly and loudly enough for somebody to hear me, and they come back exactly opposite of what I said. It looks like
Yeah.
I just spoke fucking gibberish to them.
Well, people hear what they want to. No, but that's yep, good advice. I'm gonna have to look up that shitty life advice.
It's like
Getting laid. Well, that's okay. Either you met a hooker, or you're
She was a
alive.
crack whore. There was an objective.
Yeah, there was a difference. But that's I love people's amazing made-up lives. I like the made-up universe we live in now. But Facebook,
Please elaborate.
Facebook, YouTube, and Apple are doing their part. I don't know if anyone's heard or cared. I do because I just like weirdos. As Alex Jones has been banned from all three of those platforms.
and
So
Spotify,
no more
I
Alex
believe.
Jones. No more InfoWars podcasts for me to listen to every day. No, I don't listen to InfoWars, but I used to because I thought it was like, oh, this is just weird. But apparently that's been banned now, and not just that, like a bunch of other stuff was taken off for good too. So we'll have to see where this goes. But I thought it was interesting, and it's people's reaction to it is more interesting to me because I mean Alex Jones is just like a toad of a human being. Like there's nothing to. Oh, I can't believe they did it to that good guy. You know?
Get your bone meal powder.
Yeah. But it's interesting how some people, it's like this is a clear victory. When they call you to testify in front of Congress, it means they want to regulate you. And so, I mean, you're heading towards regulation.
Oh yeah, well, everyone like after that, everyone's like you had to sign so many fucking different like user agreements after that happened. Like because everyone changed their user agreements just in case.
Yep.
Look, we're doing things about it. We're not going to sell your information to anybody anymore.
Except for this list of people we can sell your information.
unless you forget to click the box that says not to do that.
Every time you access the service. But yeah, so I knew that stuff was coming down. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I don't know if this is gonna are we gonna have a right wing Facebook now and a right wing YouTube?
I mean, all that stuff exists. Is just poor.
Well, yeah. Is there a right wing Facebook?
It's gotta be.
I mean, I don't look for this. I go to YouTube. I want to watch things.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I've never been to 4chan. It's kind of like the right Reddit, but it existed before Reddit, so they're pissed off about that because Reddit gets more attention.
Oh, I see.
So MySpace is for Facebook, but you don't see MySpace existing.
It's around. It got a weird resurgence where it was focused on bands and shit like that, but and then there was also like I'm not sure where it is now, but there was a thing where like kids like whenever their parents like all their parents are on Facebook, so they have another thing to jump. Now it's like Instagram and Snapchat and shit, but like there was like old outdated like MySpace or Friend.
Yeah, I don't think the stuff he was doing was because I know people that are in that.
Now, if he quietly reclassifies his channel as a work of satire, he could get.
Which it already is. No one's saying it. No, I understand some of the logic. I understand why they did it because I know people.
I actually don't know the official reason why, but because he's in some.
No one does.
Because I think, because I can't remember because he's getting sued right. Well, he's probably getting sued by lots of people, but it was for stuff he was saying about Sandy Hook, right? And then
yeah, I think there's a lawsuit going on over that.
I'm not sure if that's concluded yet or not, but that could be legal grounds for whatever they did. Well, I guess there's really no legal grounds. Like, we don't like you. Go fuck off. You violated our terms of agreement.
You're just a weirdo, and you attract weirdos.
But yeah, their terms of agreement. There is something where it's like kind of willfully disinforming people is like grounds for dismissal of their channel or whatever.
I know inciting violence can get you.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
And I think that's because, like I was about to say, I know people that have been personally affected by this guy in particular, that their whole world revolves around anti-government conspiracy theories and the second revolution and the patriots. I know several people like that. I know one guy really well who's like that, and he just can't dislodge him from that. It's like, well, the shit you're saying is crazy, dude. This isn't how the world works. And it's like, I don't want to hear your fucking bullshit. I know how you feel about this. I just don't care. You're not right, Nathan. But it's all this guy. It's 24 hours a day. It's like, did you watch that Obama documentary he made? Oh, why the fuck would I? Is that
it's well researched? How would you know?
That 5.5. Yeah, how would you know exactly? I mean, it's just, I don't know. I can see why they did it. I don't understand. I wish people were just smart enough to actually see that. I mean, I wish the conspiracy theory stuff was, again, like the Art Bell retrospective we did a few turns back. It's like, that was just kind of fun. He had all those people on, but he wasn't like shaking and his face wasn't red and screaming into a microphone about how these people are eating babies and they're just satanic pedophiles. Like, that gets really fucking cool. Can't call Hillary Clinton a satanic pedophile. You attack her on policy.
You can call her a bitch, fine, but yeah.
Well, I mean, that's
well,
not.
I mean, you can call her a satanic pedophile under satire too.
Yeah, you can do that all day long, which is fine, because you can get away with a lot with satire.
No,
But see, now the thing, like, one of the things that killed, like, the reason you can't do shit like, because I know in print journalism and in broadcast journalism, like, there's pretty stringent guidelines to what you can and can't say about people. I mean, it gets really turned around, but the thing with, like, all this YouTube and Facebook stuff, there's no laws about what you can say or do on there, period. It's just whatever these corporations come up with.
Yeah.
And so that's why a lot of this, but the big concern with Facebook and Google is that what's this is somehow it's become this thing where they say like 70% of the people in the country are aggregating their news from Google and Facebook, which is, that's a fucking, that in itself right there is like, whoa, stop, scary as shit.
Well, Google can surface good news feeds.
But Google can be any, the thing with Google is it can look and it's like, oh, that's, you're interpreting things. But yeah, generally all the conspiracy people are right wing, but the problem with Alex Jones is he started getting attention from, I mean, he was nuts before, but when Donald Trump legitimized him, when Donald Trump was campaigning, all of a sudden Alex Jones just swung like Tarzan into this crazy right wing, deep state, all that stuff. But see, there's a whole just festering community out there, right wing conspiracy. I mean, that's what the whole alt-right is, just right wing conspiracy shit and kind of strange, immoral politics mixed together.
Well, it's even like started with Rush Limbaugh, where it's just this quiet growth of right-wing political rhetoric on AM radio across the nation, and they grew into Fox News.
Yeah, but the thing with all of that stuff is it's just a form of entertainment.
Yeah,
you're not well informed if that's all you're absorbing. If you're just watching Fox News and listening to
together between raising infertility rates in males in the European and American continents, except for Asia where it's fine. So having kids is no longer really possible for a lot of people. And this is a giant cover-up. They're blaming it on household appliances, but it's really these goddamn robot babies they can't make fast enough because the battery supply is dwindling, and they're just. It's like Amazon Echo wasn't enough, and they got replace the battery pack, the whole processor system. It's fucking horrible. I can't believe anybody can afford it.
Man, they can make so good robots, and we have all these shitty ones just lying around.
Okay, sorry. I thought I just come up with that in my head while I'm listening to you guys. I'm like, this seems like a pretty solid conspiracy theory that I think has some weight to it.
Start a religion based around that. Because we don't want to focus on the reasons, like, well, fertility rates are down because half the country lives in poverty and no one can afford to have kids. It's like, no, 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 don't say things like that. Now you're sounding like a communist. You know, so yeah, it's got to be something weird, interdimensional, pedophile, transgender people from, you know, zone dimension X or something. That's way more exciting.
I remember like 10 years ago, I can't remember the guy, but I saw this on fucking Fox News. It's one of those guys that just has a smile on his face and it's just full of evil. So he just delivers the news. And he was talking about basically how, you know, Latin Americans are having more kids than white Americans. Yeah. And like he ended his news segment with like, have more kids, white people. Because in 50 years from now, white people won't be the majority of the American populace. And that was just, and you're just like, sign off with that. Like, we need more white people. Or we need less Latin people.
Was it you guys?
Good night, America. Sweet dreams with my eugenics bullshit.
Well, there was some news story recently in the last week that somebody was talking about that Russia is the last great white frontier because everybody else, with Germany taking in so many Syrian refugees and the great melting pot of the United States and the rest of the European continent now taking in more immigrants, that Russia is all pure white. They don't really. They've only allowed three.
The fact that half of them are Asians. Other than that, they're pretty white.
Yeah, when you get to Eastern Soviet Union, there's basically Asians.
No, I know. That's why it's like I don't know who was talking about this or thought it was. A
that's what your point is that. You don't know why they're making this point.
Somebody was talking about it, how it's just like that pot doesn't melt. Like they don't really include other people's cultures, and they've only accepted 4 Syrian immigrants or what's the refugees? That's the word for it. And that's
I say, I'll start believing that when people say shit like that. When I start seeing boats leaving New York heading for Russia, till that happens, I think we're doing fine.
The Great White Frontier, we must go.
Yeah, go live in Russia. Good luck. I like that meme where it has that Russian guard at Chernobyl. And it's like, you know, you don't need to play... What does it say? It's something like, you don't need... What's the game? Fallout. Don't play Fallout. Live in Russia. It's the same thing. It's... yeah. No, I've heard shit like that before, though. It's people looking for that white homeland. It's like, well, ever since planes and boats, it's just not going to happen. And really, the food would start to suck after a while. Think of all the good food we have in America as options because it's a bunch of different people living together. No, just imagine if it's just borscht from coast to coast. I don't know. What's for dessert? Vodka. Oh. How long have you been doing this? You know, since Cro-Magnon man. Since we figured out how to ferment grain. Like you haven't moved on from there.
We have this great recipe from the West. It's very exotic. What is it? Corned beef and cabbage. It's from Ireland.
From far off lands.
It's like soup, but your spoon hits too many things.
A mystical island where everyone talks like elves.
Oh yeah, I should add Japan on the other place, or at least Tokyo. I'd like to visit sometime.
Yeah. I'd like to visit Japan just for the frenetic craziness I see there.
Well, I think it's only in the cities. Like I'm pretty sure if you go to like the
countryside,
it's like chill.
Well, no, I mean
secretly
like
racist.
I mean, not secret. Yes, because you'll hear Gaijin yell to your way of. No, what I meant, the craziness I like is like because I'm in all the model building stuff. Like the stuff that comes out of Japan just stuns me. The things these people are doing. That's the kind of craziness. I should have prefaced that with like, yeah, I want to go see the model insanity over there.
Oh yeah. You don't have to import it. You just bring it home on the
not
flight.
Nathan being like, I want to go see the subway gas bombing site. Or
Hey, did you hear they hung those people recently?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Shinrikyo. I like how the Japanese do it, because here you have like appeal, stay of execution, appeal. In Japan, once you're sentenced to death, it might happen either tomorrow or 20 years from now. You won't know until they open the cell one day, and it's like, oh, I'm not going to the shower, am I? It's like, no. Today and they hang you there. Today it's the rope, because they don't tell you. Because I know they sentence those people to death. Like, when did that happen? 20 years ago or more?
Early 90s or late 80s?
Yeah,
early
something
90s.
like that. And then one day they just walk them out of the cell and put them on a platform or kick a chair out from under them. I don't know how they're. I'm sure Japanese, it's very elaborate, and there might be a game show element to it.
Just mousetrap, but at the end, guy gets hanged.
Yeah, it's just
Rube Goldberg hanging.
Yeah. Or it's like a game show.
Just the dominoes toppling over. No, let's that laugh. Ah!
Roasted 450 for 50 minutes. Otherwise, it'll be medium rare instead of medium in the middle. just mundane fucking shit. Just
Came from Japan. It's completely off.
Yeah, there we go.
I know all the things he did. He did that. Well, no, I forget that.
V for Vendetta, Watchmen.
He did that Batman, The Killing Joke. That's what it's called.
Yeah. Can't think of who he is. Ronald D. Moore. What the fuck? No, not Battlestar. Don't know. Anyway.
Anymore.
Yeah, I don't even fucking talk to anyone.
Yeah, it's like
just manically laugh when they say anything. My mom died of cancer this weekend.
Thanks. I was losing my voice doing that.
Alan Moore.
Alan Moore. Yeah, I was thinking Ronald Moore. Okay. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, just make up your own religion, see what happens.
Oh, cool! I can finally have a religion that justifies me saying I won't take bullshit from people.
Well, government will have to approve, but
damn it.
You have to get enough followers or whatever.
You have to get a 501c, get you a tax exemption.
Yeah. How many followers is for a tax exemption? Isn't it like 50 or 100 or something?
I don't know.
I could, if I invented a religion where you could basically not take bullshit nonsense from people, I think I can get like 100 people to sign up to that.
That would almost be like kryptonite, though, to religion. Because if you had a religion where you didn't believe in bullshit, well, the whole religion idea just went out the window. So
I know, but
kind of like your symbol, your religion's going to be like an Erebus, like a snake eating its own tail. We tolerate no bullshit here. And the religion just implodes into infinity.
I would do one better. It'd be a giant turd with a face eating the tail end of the turd. So
whatever it takes.
Shit eating itself.
How about the Ouroboros snake, but like as a Mobius strip eating itself?
Yes. Welcome to the Temple of Infinite Bullshit.
We take no bullshit.
What? I mean, there'd probably be some type of, place of worship or, something to, kind of make it seem more religion-based, but,
That's just an outhouse.
Yeah.
Where all the shit goes.
It's your house so there could be no pedophiles or guns within 50 feet of it.
What do I do with my guns?
And my pedophiles.
Yeah, as long as it's house brand.
If the guns are hidden in the pedophiles, is that count as a gun? Or is that just one? I mean...
I don't hide my guns in my pedophiles. I hide my bullets in my pedophiles.
I wondered if NAMBLA was real or not, but I never went to the internet to research it because I figured as soon as I typed in NAMBLA, my hard drive of my computer would be chock full. And I'd be going to prison the rest of my life.
Supposedly it's real, but yeah, I haven't researched it either because
South Park guys did it. It's real. Gotta be real. It's based on something.
That's true. South Park is the reasonable crew.
Plus,
they never do anything completely original.
Plus, since the most popular trend in porn right now is incest porn for some reason.
No, it isn't. That's against the law, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, no, as acted.
Yeah. It's
Oh,
acted.
oh, it was like satire and incest.
Yes.
No, it's just
It's not
acted
even
incest
real-
porn where it's like
Real
I-
incest. Like,
It's
wait a
just,
minute.
yeah, it's just like I fucked my mom, I fucked my sister, and blah blah. It's like, why the fuck is? And it's like on the most popular trend table too, and it's like, what the fuck?
Well, yeah, because I can't remember. It was there's some article that said like
Like
that's
the Mormons.
yeah, it's the biggest thing for the Mormons. That's that they're really into
Oh Jesus!
is
There's-
implied
Oh, what you're
incest
talking-
porn.
oh, well, they have a name for that. Focest. Yeah, I heard about that on a podcast like a year ago. So yeah, I'm sorry, I have heard of that. I never followed through on it. Again, it's something I don't want to type into a Google search like the truth about incest. Like, no.
No, there's even porn out there where it's Mormon porn. It's like people having orgies through white sheets
Yeah.
and just like
Nice.
like old men watching a bunch of people go at it with a chair. It's like this is just people in church clothes having sex. How is this Mormon? But yeah, there's I'm always fascinated, not because I find it like erotic or anything, but just fascinated. Like people really like do masturbate to this. People really find this arousing. Like people stepping on fruit with high heels. People just whipping somebody bloody till they like almost seem like they're gonna pass out. Like somehow that's a kink. Like what? It's like what happened to penetration? Like
What about cream pie? Exciting.
Were you here for the described porn episode?
Yeah.
yeah, I
That
think
was
I
a
would.
good one. Yeah, it was like weren't we doing like the voice of like the astronomer Stephen Hawking?
Oh.
Like for some reason the porn description voice would be very robotic. Oh yes, put it in me, right? Yes. My God,
basically-
my guts are gonna fall out. Actually, nobody said that.
So basically, like that Family Guy episode where Stephen Hawking and his wife are like naked in their wheelchairs using their voice.
Audio that's already there.
I
So
want
you
to
get
hear
the best of both worlds.
I want to hear like the creative narrative who's disgusted by what's going on but has to have a job.
It'd be just be a commentary to a porn.
She looks at him seductively.
You can blame it on me. I was the one spurring this part of the conversation.
No, me and Colin talk like this. Everyone talks like this. You're just saturated by it in the culture.
Plus, I can't help but talk about more adult things. I actually talk to you guys because most of the rest of the week I talk to people where I can't say even a swear word or anything even halfway political.
He said a swear.
Well,
Oh, you
no,
got is that your kind of work where you got to like walk on eggshells?
well, it's more or less because the guy that's the Mormon that works there.
Oh
Because
yeah,
he's quit
Mormons
He's
just-
been very vocal about quitting jobs before because somebody swore too much. So
Oh,
it's just
well,
like,
fuck, then leave. Yeah. Go at the door.
like I'm
Go ahead.
getting every other word. I'm not really connecting
Yeah.
it. Like what's going on?
Yeah.
Door.